Hey golfers, it's Dave from Fit2 Golf. Today I'm doing a review of the Maltby STI OS iron. This is a super game improvement club and it is totally in your face and no apologies about that. It's a nice looking club. It has a nice two-tone finish and some subdued graphics on the back. But when you look at the specifications, you can see this is made to promote distance and forgiveness. It has an oversized face, a moderate amount of offset, a thickish top line, a lot of weight at the bottom, a wide sole, and an undercavity weighting, and it really looks like it can get the job done. Much like a lot of super game improvement clubs these days, this is strong lofted. It's advertised at 30.5. I measured the club head I received at 30 degrees. So when you look later at the launch angle and spin numbers, you really need to be comparing this to a 6-iron if you're using traditional lofts. For this test, I used 3 different shafts. I used the Maltby MPF series, the I series lightweight graphite shaft, the Kuro Kage regular flex shaft, and I also included an FST 115 to get a sense of how it felt with a steel shaft. I hit the Maltby MPF first. This had a nice feel to it. I will say that when you hit off center, it has a kind of an unpleasant clacky kind of a sound. I went then to the FST 115. I wanted to kind of put something heavier in between the 2 lightweight shafts. I was surprised at how nicely I hit the ball with this club and how good it felt. Really nice feel with this oversized club head. And finally, I switched over to the Kuro Kage. For me, this is just a terrific feeling shaft. This felt great. A little bit higher launch angles, you'll see in a second, but a great feel with this club head. In terms of the numbers, I carried a similar number 150. Launch angle varied a bit in between the different shafts, with the Maltby coming in the lowest and then the FST. If I were building a set, I'd either go for the FST or the Kuro Kage. Now before I get to a rating, let me go over some pros and cons. In terms of the pros, this is a nice looking club. I'm going to say the price is a real advantage here. This club head comes in at under $15. If you use a low cost iron shaft, you could build the club for around $20 each. The performance is definitely a pro. I got decent distance, but the forgiveness was really what was there. I hit some of these off the toe, off the heel. I barely lost distance. So this really does what it's supposed to do. It helps that bogey golfer or above who has trouble hitting the center of the face, needs a little bit more help. It really does a great job with that. Really the only con that I can think of is that the sound and feel on an off-center hit was kind of punishing. But really, if you hit it off-center, you're not going to get that kind of sweet sound and feel. So I would say that that's probably typical of most clubs, but I think maybe more so with an oversized face and where the weight is placed here. But still, that's really the only negative that I have to say about this club. So for a rating, again, in the category of super game improvement club, I got to give it an eagle. Just the price and the performance and the looks really make this stand out. This is a club that I'll be recommending to that kind of golfer who maybe is still kind of the higher handicap, gets to play only maybe once a week, wants something they can pull out of the bag and have some predictable ball flight with. So post your comments below. Let me know if you've tried this club head. Let me know what you think of the review. There'll be a little break in the action here while I wait for the outdoor range to open. Now the indoor range is closed, to do some outdoor reviews and some on-course data for some of these clubs. So stay tuned, please subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay positive.